Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kathy. It is July 23rd. And for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it is hot. And we were laughing ahead of time. For me, it's only going to get up to 103 today. So it gets pretty hot. It really does. So we're going to be putting the planet herself in our healing circle. So our usual standard is we're going to go into the heart source. We're going to establish our protection. Then we're going to do our healing circle. And then you will have a message from, I don't know who yet. They haven't stepped up. So I'm going to see who's coming in. So let us begin by first moving into our heart source. Those of you who are familiar with your heart source, I'm sure you felt yourself go into it as soon as I said, let's move into our heart source. For those of you who are new to the heart source, bring your attention to the front of your heart chakra there in the center of your chest. Go as deep as you can. Just bring your awareness and consciousness as deep as you can. And now go around the back and move into the back of your heart chakra. Deep into the back, again, as far as you can. It's a different experience. Because when you go deep, deep within, you actually step into this huge room, which is your sacred space, and it's always there within you. Okay, and now, and you're staying in those two places, go into the front of your third eye, again, going deep within. Now, in the third eye, way in the back, we discovered when we were bringing in the book, what's it called? Hidden Structures, is the violet flame is there. And we're going to activate that in just a minute. Now go away into around the back to the back of your third eye and move in deep within. Good. And now, intend, construct, imagine a beam of energy from your heart chakra to your third eye. Notice the connection. Move that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. Keeping everything there, all six of those things there, move it straight down into the center of the earth. Now, not only do you have the activation and the connection between the heart chakra and the third eye, you have activated all the chakras. And in doing this, state, chakras spin as fast as you can, and as fast as is safe for me. Your healing team will keep note of that. And inhale, bringing in energy from above and below, and you're bringing in this wonderful energy so that your chakras have energy to clean it out. It's kind of like running water over your eating utensils or something after you've eaten, so you can help clean all the little parts of food off that you don't want there. There you go. I'm hearing my healing guide say, let's clean it out well. You can ask this anytime. Okay, chakras, just keep spinning. I'm getting that we're supposed to do this for a little bit. And Amia is coming in. Amia is our Alma's healing friends. And they're saying, spin out the fear. And Amia is also saying, you can pray for, send energy to anyone, anything, including the planet, without engaging in fear. Oh, and Kuan Yin just came in. Boy, we get a lot of these divine mother people. Kuan Yin just came in and said, it's like painting a picture. You look at your picture and you're not in fear. You look at it and you see, oh, it needs a little touch of green here or blue here. And then she's holding up her vase and says, or a little compassion there. So those of you who don't know Kuan Yin, she distributes a drop of compassion to everyone on the planet every day, and she always reserves a drop of compassion for herself, which is what we do. We need to do too for ourselves. Good. Now just take a deep breath. Chakras relax into the exact frequency that is needed for today's healing. And now declare heart source, expand to either the seventh layer of my aura or the furthest reaches of my fingertips when I hold my hands outward, whichever is larger. And now it will get stronger with this next one. Declare, I am the sword. I am the sword. For those of you who are listening for the first time, perhaps, and have not received the sword of Saint, I call him Saint, that's the old Catholic stuff, Michael the Archangel, simply call him to you. Extend your dominant hand, palm up, and ask if you may have his sword, and he will place it in your palm, the hilt of it in your palm, not the sharp edge. And just close your hand around it. I can always feel it come in, and then hold it up in front of you, point up, and now place it in your heart. And now anytime you declare, I am the sword, the energy of the sword activates, and feel your energy become stronger, your aura is stronger. Good. And now we come to what I promised you just a little bit ago. Violet flame. Enfold the seventh layer of my aura and the entire part of my aura with your violet flame. And what happens with this is it transmutes any low vibration energy coming to you, as does Michael's sword. And just breathe deeply and gently in gratitude. This is a wonderful thing to do every day, as we are in a world that is filled with people in fear, and many things from government to medical to the news to anything, doing everything they can to keep us in fear. And as Kuan Yin says, just put little dabs of color in different things rather than being in fear. I'd not heard that particular metaphor before. Good. And now from your heart, connect with your healing team. Everyone has their own healing team. Those of you who are healers also have your healing guides, as I do. There you go. And now, our healing lecture room. There's a floor of light below you, a canopy of light above you. And this, when I say you, this is you, plural, everyone who will ever hear this recording. All of us here are gathered together in this healing lecture room. I got to start over again. Floor of light below us, canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each corner. Isn't it interesting they have us develop the floor and the canopy before we put the pillars of light? That must mean the pillars of light are not needed to hold up the canopy, right? And now there are angels surrounding the perimeter of this healing lecture room, from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar. And just get a sense of that angelic energy. I see angels of many colors. So from all different bands of angels, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, there's some from other galaxies that don't usually work with us, but we don't really know them, but they're here, ready to help us. And interesting enough, I see angels from Archangel Golden's band, because they're golden, the golden angels. And now there is a central pillar. The central pillar, I mean, we call it the central pillar that's in the middle of the healing lecture room, but it is infinitely large, as is our healing lecture room. And by the way, the Healing Lecture Room is actually an adaptation that I've done with the Melchizedek Method Healing Room. And now coming in, I just love to watch the parade that is coming in now. I am told that you may see, those of you who see or feel or sense, may see, feel, or sense other people coming in that are special to you. And for me, always leading the charge, and they just laughed, are the Buddha and Yeshua, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo Calf Woman, Mary of Magdala. I'm seeing Athena. Oh, here's fun. Aphrodite. Kali, just in case we get too complacent. When I say that about being too complacent, is Kali is one who will work with us to release negativity. She has many arms, by the way. I'm trying to see who that is that's coming in. A beautiful, beautiful, huge energy, masculine in nature. Someone who lived long ago. I can't catch the name. I've never heard of them before. But an ancient Egyptian energy. Not a pharaoh. Okay. Just coming in, very large. Angelic being also. So all of them have come in, and there are more coming in, and they are all here to support us in every way. And now Hilarion, who has been coming in. And it's interesting, Hilarion just held his hand out to Yeshua, and they're coming hand in hand to the central area and saying it is time to prepare the healing area. And Yeshua and Hilarion are both heads, Chohans of their own rays that they work with. And they are here, and they have just invited the Chohans of the 12 rays to step out. Those of you who aren't familiar with the rays, imagine this is not even to me a strong metaphor, but imagine God energy, love energy, the infinite energy being like a prism, and different aspects of God are seen in a ray. And there is like the first ray, one of my favorite, because I keep getting that if we are able to live the first ray, we live all of them. And that is the will of God, a blue ray. Then there is the green ray, the jade green ray. There's a yellow ray. There's a pink ray. There's a maroon ray. There are many, many, many of them with different aspects of God. On our human level, that's how we do that. And now prepare yourselves. Each one of you, there is a chair behind you. You can just sit right in it. It will hold you. And at this time, usually they're green, the green jade chair of healing, or it's an emerald color, but this time it is the exact vibration you need for where you are in your life right now. And they're really having fun with us today, or at least with me, if you don't see it this way, is your healing team is circling around you with the chair, and they, with you in it, it's like going in a grocery cart with somebody pushing you, are moving your chair into a big circle. All of you are there. And they're asking you to connect first to yourself from your heart, and then connect heart to heart with each person here. So y'all are in a big circle, and within the other circle that you are forming, are all of the people that you have prayed for, that you have in your mind, and you can go ahead and put other people in there that you wish, whoever it is that you wish. And now behind you, in your chair with your healing team, are the many aspects of yourself from all of the incarnations you have had as a human being, not your animal or bird or fish or even bacteria. You know, we were once bacteria as we learned little things, big things, but as a human being. So we're going to be doing some past life stuff too, aren't we, I guess? And they're saying, remember that all aspects of yourself, you came in each lifetime to experience an aspect of love. Be in gratitude. Be in awe of all of this surrounding you. And now Amma and Abba come in. And they're not coming in in a physical way, you know, not anthropomorphically. Their energy is overshadowing, enfolding each one of us. There are different colors of their energy. And what I am hearing from the oneness, Amma and Abba, is we send you now, we send your loved ones now with the exact vibration of love that they are needed for the intentions that you hold for them and for yourself. And I am also hearing that what you ask for each one of them is wholeness. The wholeness of who it is that they are, the knowledge of who it is that they are, and the desire for everyone, no matter how far away they are in time from moving out of their bodies to go home, that all of you easily step out when it is time, and that the love that you have for yourself and each other is always present with you. And these are some of the things that they are adjusting right now: the division of cells, the release of waste materials within you. And they are directing your healing team to help move, for instance, the lymph that is stuck, which has a lot of waste material in it. They are moving energy down your bones, the long bones especially, to clear up congestion that is there. They are stimulating the growth of blood cells within the marrow of the bones. They are bringing balance to the brain, right and left. And they are activating and integrating the wonderful crystalline and physical DNA. And they are laying over each one of you the divine blueprint and aligning your energy to that. They are dissolving. You can call it negativity. Sometimes I call it rusty barbed wire. Relationships that are having a difficult time. They are dissolving that rust, in quotes, between you. And Again, from the oneness. Always choose to love. Always choose to send love, no matter what the recipient thinks or feels about you. And now from the oneness, I am also hearing, I would say Amma, but I hear Abba also. So from the oneness, I hear, allow yourself to open up to those that you believe you have lost. You have lost them physically. Know they are with you always. As long as you love them and remember them, they are with you. And I'm hearing with laughter, as in joy, laughter. And if you ever come to that place where you remember nothing of this lifetime before you leave, so there, she's talking about people with dementia, things like that. They are waiting to gather you up when you step out of your body. They are always there. Everyone you have loved is there. And every once in a while, you might want to look around the house or notice in the car if there's something that's been left that's a memory that reminds you of something precious. And now they're wrapping in love each one of you with a specific frequency in your relationship that seems to be difficult. And they are saying, have no fear. Yes, it is painful in the human realm, but know that all is happening as it should be. And everyone, no matter how painful for the human it is where they need to be for their growth and development. Have no fear, even if you think that your loved one is on the wrong path. There is only love. And now I'm being told there's a blood cleansing going on for everyone you hold in your mind, and for you and all of your aspects. And now healing teams of you in every incarnation. We ask you in the incarnation that you work in to please use the Healing Over Lifetimes plugin to heal anything from any lifetime that is having an impact now. Remove from us, from our energy, wherever it may be, any encodement of fear anywhere. And activate within you, no matter what happens in this physical life of you, activate gratitude. Be in gratitude for whatever you see and feel and experience. And every time you offer gratitude, thanksgiving, praise to the infinite God of all, you are activating within you the first ray. That's interesting. I didn't know that. You are activating within you the first ray of the will of God and the acceptance of the will of God. And now we have the one who is going to come in and talk, and I haven't channeled her in a long time. It is Mother Mary. So those of you who may not be familiar with her of the Christian tradition, Mother Mary, who went by really in the Aramaic Miriam, Mother Mary is stepping out to talk about what it is like to live upon this planet and to now not be on this planet. She is the mother in the Christian tradition of Yeshua, or you may know as Jesus. She has had many other lifetimes, but that is the one she is most significantly known. And she now works with one of the rays also. And she touches her heart. And she says in the Catholic tradition, I am honored for my Sacred Heart as my son is honored for his. I honor you for your Sacred Heart. And now, just to tell you how I'm seeing her, this has got to go back to my Catholic tradition, but she looks like Our Lady of Fatima. You can look that up and see what she's like. But she did come and she talked, mostly to children. Why? Because children listen. They see the beauty. And now you will hear her next. May I call you my children? I am not your mother in the same way that Amma is your mother, as Amma is my mother. I'm not even a great-great-great-grandmother for you. But I am here and have accepted the role of being here in a physical sense. Of course, I'm not physical now, but for the mother energy. Because I experienced that in many lifetimes. However, you know me most as experiencing it as the mother who made a choice to accept what you know as Jesus, is what many people call the Son of God, into my womb. I was very young. I was about 14. That was old at that time. That was at the time that it came. And I knew no other life than what was there. I was trained. I was prepared, as every Jewish young woman was, to bring into her life, into her body, what we call the Messiah. And that is Jewish tradition. But I want to tell you what happened and what it truly means to everyone. Yes, there was an angel that came. This was not done without my permission. Everything that happens to you, you give permission for on your soul level. And on your third dimensional level, you can accept or reject certain things. And those certain things are not necessarily what happens to you that seem difficult. What you can reject is the healing love that can come to you. That seems terrible, doesn't it? That you would reject the healing love that comes to you. Pain from the human level is what pushes away love. Acknowledging the pain, accepting the pain, and ask that it be transformative. That's what human life is a way of opening yourself up to the healing love which comes to you. Many of you, all of you in one way, have suffered grievous pain, loss of someone that you have loved dearly. In the physical sense, the loss. Breaking of relationships where there is still that person alive and you have lost them in some way. the loss of your health, the changing of what you set as your path in the third dimensional world, and you have lost that. When you are able to move into a place of thanksgiving in however way you choose that, whether it is through words, whether it is through prayers, whether it is through actions, you open yourself to the assimilation of the energy and of what is happening to you. You open yourself to the wisdom that is coming from you. I can tell you from experience that the acceptance of the pain in your life and the being in your heart and with your mouth proclaiming praise and thanksgiving, that it opens your entire being to the healing love which comes. One of the difficulties with accepting this healing love in the deepest way possible is the belief that healing love means that you will be physically healed and that your pain will go away. And that is not what it means. Healing love helps you to understand that you are an amazing, wonderful being, and that the pain you were experiencing is not a punishment. I'm speaking of physical and emotional pain. That the pain you experience opens you up on a spiritual level in a way that is difficult to discuss. For me, when I stood there before my son as he died, I was in agony. As a mother is in agony that she could not protect her child. I was in agony that I could not take his pain away. There are many of you that have lost children, whether it was the unborn or those that you gave birth to. There are many of you who are now losing the loved ones of spouses and partners and siblings and friends. It is the human condition where there is pain. It is a tough world here. Know, however, that there are changes happening within you, within your heart, within your mind, within your knowledge, that are more fantastic than you could ever know. And when you step out of your body, when it is time to do that, and you are able to review that life of yours and see how your soul has opened up and expanded and clarified and condensed in other ways, how the colors that are you have changed, how you welcome in the spirit that created you and allow yourself to merge with the one of creation, you will understand. What does that do for now, right? Trust my words. Trust that every sorrow that you have experienced, every physical pain that you have experienced, and as you are able to move into a place of gratitude and joy, there is a transformation happening within you. Those of you who have lost loved ones, allow that to move into you as thanksgiving for the love that you had, that you have experienced a deep love, some that many people never experience because they did not accept it. you have experienced the love of a physical person who helped you grow and develop even when you argued, helped you to grow and to develop and expand. Because as your growth and your energy expands, you become more aware of the love that you are and the love that that person is. When you are able to take that pain you have experienced and let it transform you into the knowledge and into the wisdom that love is all-encompassing, is not dividing, no matter what seems to happen, and that the more that you are able to love through your pain, be it emotional or physical, the more transparent you are to yourself and to others, and the more your vibration increases to the place of love. You may have heard people say that in life there is the in-breath and the out-breath of God. When you have the in-breath of God, you can choose to move into that in-breath and to become one with God, to become one with the Creator, to become one with love itself, by no matter what name you call that upon your planet, in your country, in your religion, in your spiritual tradition. And yes, even you who use universal energy that is there with love. We don't talk about the pain that often, do we? We want to uplift you. And this message is to uplift you. It is to let you know that the suffering of the human condition is not a punishment. It is a clarifying agent. Many times people need to release that which they hold on to that is not them. And what is that that you hold on to that is not you? It is anger. It is fear. It is resentment. It is betrayal. And it is difficult to release those things. If you want it to happen in the easiest manner, you move into prayer, praise, thanksgiving, gratitude. That for everything that happens, when you are sitting next the bed of a loved one who is getting ready to leave your life, you be in gratitude for everything that happened between you and your loved one, even the arguments, even the disagreements, even those times that it felt like you were had a whole huge thing apart from you, a canyon before you, a canyon between you. Because if you ever felt you had that canyon between you and then you had love between you, you know that the canyon was illusion. You each grow and develop on your own and as your own. And each person with you is part of that growth and development. Each twinge in your body is part of that growth and development. Again, none of this is punishment. And it is not karma. It is a choice that you have made to experience love in different ways. Is it a choice you have made to see how you love when perhaps you are hurting? How you love when you have lost someone you love dearly? How you love when you have been hurt by someone you love dearly? And even how you love when you have hurt yourself. These words that I give you are words that are difficult for many people to accept. And if you are one of those who is reluctant to accept them, know that you are loved even if you do not accept them. If you are one who is able to move into that place of thanksgiving and acceptance, no matter what it is that happens, you will find that your pain takes on a different quality, whether it be physical or emotional. It takes on a quality of acceptance and knowing that there is something more beyond you that you have no idea of what it is. I did not know that I would see my son again after he was put in the tomb. People think I knew everything. I did not. I did not know. And yet I did see him. I saw him continually. He was with me always. And we left. Those of us that left, we left. We went into Turkey. And we were there together praying in thanksgiving and in gratitude. His life was devoted to showing people how to live. No, he did not die to save you. You didn't need a savior. You simply needed someone to show you how to live. Oh, those are tough words for some people, are they not? It is not in accepting that he saved you that is the key to your salvation. The key to your salvation is you living yourself the life of truth. And even if you do not, you discover it later. So when I say salvation in the Christian tradition, I just want you to know that you are already saved, because there is nothing to keep you from God. Nothing. Those are difficult words for some people to hear. They want there to be judgment. Well, there is judgment. There was judgment at the very beginning. What was that judgment? Love. The judgment of love. I love you. I enfold you within love. And that is where you will eventually come, whatever incarnation it happens in, that you judge another by one thing: love. That even when they do something that you consider dastardly, painful to you, to other people, that you judge with love. That is all there is. Love. I am with many of you continually. I am one of the guides for many of you. And any of you who you think I am not one of a guide, call me in. I am delighted to be here. There are many guides that surround you that did what my son did, that he lived his life in truth, even to the point that he lost his physical life. Many of people who did that, they may run through your mind. They are no better than him, and you are no better. He is no better than you. He calls you to live your life in truth. everyone who has ascended into this world, everyone who is a master and has walked upon this world, calls to you to live your life in truth. To know that the pain you experience, which is the human condition, that the pain you experience is the lesson that you chose to learn to love through the pain. And do you know who that is to be? Who that is, who you are emulating, who you are joining when you do that? Abba, the Creator, all that is love itself. You are asked to come to recognize in the human condition that you can love as Amma and Abba love, with no conditions, to accept them as love, even if the person themselves has forgotten they are love. I stood before the cross, and I cried, and I rejoiced, because I was enfolded in the love of the Father and of the Mother, as I stood there before their precious creation. And they stand with you in your pain. They have no judgment about your pain. They do not say, oh, he has no faith. That is not what they say. They say, oh, look at how they love. Look at what they're going to learn soon, because they have forgotten they are love, and it will not be long till they step out of their bodies. And remember, for them, long. You may be 120 years old and they'll think you're just a child. They will step out of their bodies and they will discover how dearly beloved they are. So that, my precious ones, for you, I am in many ways a mother, but not in the same way that Amma is. And I tell you that I know through the pain I have suffered through my lifetimes, and especially the lifetime you are most aware of, that there is a refinement of you that burns away all that is not love from you if you allow it to happen. And the best way to allow it to happen is to be within your heart and to continually say thank you. I am in deep gratitude, and I praise you for the ability to learn this in my life. It does make a difference. My love to you. My love to you. And I want you to know, if I could do this, you can also. Oh, this is Kathy. I can tell you that this message was a big surprise to me. It wasn't anything that I was expecting. It seems much different than many of the messages.
Beautiful, beautiful, Dr. Kathy. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Our Blessed Mother, Mary. Yes.
And I'll tell you on a personal level that I've gone through my own doubts and things about whether Yeshua ever really did live in this life, and the Christian message and stuff like that.
Right.
And So she was kind of smiling at me as she was telling me these things.
Yes.
Anybody
That
else
was
want to say
beautiful.
something?
That was exactly, if I had planned that myself, that is exactly what I have wanted to listen to.
Mhm.
Perfect. Thank you. Much gratitude.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, this is Michelle, who is, what, a day late and a dollar short?
No.
What is
No.
wrong with me and my scheduling with your sessions lately, but they've been off by an hour. So I definitely have to listen, and I hope you post it soon. And thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
What a powerful and beautiful message.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's exactly what I needed to remember what I already know, but keep forgetting.
Right.
Thank you, Denise.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I do too. I keep forgetting.
Mhm.
I do. And
Post
I
it.
thought the healing ceremony was powerful too.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
You're going to say something?
Well, we are so blessed. Surely we must know how blessed we are. Especially, I think of all the people and then I have to remember they have their own soul flat.
Yep.
Mhm. That's right. Yep. Correct.
Well, all of you, thank you for coming, because if
Thank
you weren't
you.
here, that wonderful message wouldn't have come through.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy. Many
You're
blessings.
welcome. Many, many blessings to all of you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.